So welcome adventurers to the Happy Raptor channel. So if you clicked on this video, you are new to Baldur's Gate and you're new to D&D itself. But if you're not, stay, no, don't leave, because you could learn something from this video. I'm gonna go through making a character, we're gonna make a fighter, we're gonna go through the primal ability scores and the secondary ones of characters. We're going to go through how to make a good hard-hitting character. Then we're going to put that character through tests. We're going to play the game. I'm going to talk you through what passive perception checks are, what active checks are, and then we're also going to go into a fight and multi-classing. So stay tuned, there's a lot to learn. So let's just start off with the easiest class. We're going to start off with fighter, and you're probably wondering what this +1, +2 assignment. So we're going to put on a base level. So the base level in D&D 5th edition and Baldur's Gate 3 is 10. So that means you get no pluses and no minus to your rolls. So this is a straight flat character. You have 15 points, and every 2 points up you get a +1 to that skill. See, in your ability checks you'll get, so far we have 0 yoke because we're on a 10 score. So if you go put 2 into that, it will go up to +1. And you put 2 again, +2. 2, well, you have to put into the assigned. 15 on point boy, 15 is the max you can put in, unless you want to do assigned, because that's your extra bonus. So the max you can point boy into a character is 17 points, and the least amount you can put in is 8. Dungeons & Dragons is not made to be played alone. Okay, so hence the reason why you should have low skills. Your other party members make up for your lack of low skills. So if you want the fighter who's strong and it can't be hit, buff his constitution, buff his strength, and he won't pass that many talk skills and stuff like that, or persuasion skills or anything like that. But that's why you have another player character who is proficient in that, and then you kind of walk around, all your characters walk around, they pick each other up from where the other one falls. So we're starting off with a big, heavy hitting fighter who doesn't have magic, who was not really good at talking, but will pack a punch in a fight. So as a fighter, you can see that you use simple weapons and you add your proficiency and your attack. Your proficiency at level 1 starts at a +2. So anything you are hitting with a simple weapon, a martial weapon, a battle axe with a fighter, you add +2 to a baseline, and then whatever your strength is. It really all becomes down to what kind of class you want to play. But don't try to make an all-rounder. You'll have a better time if you try to buff him in 1 stat or 2 stats. He's primal and he's secondary. See, the star here is its primary ability of that class. So a primary ability of a fire is his strength, because hard hitting wants to get in there, wants to do damage. His strength, and our secondary is our constitution, which deals with our HP. Now, I know I said don't have a all-rounder, but you can also have a non-negative character, like a 15 and a 16 that's big 2 high scores there. We have no negatives, so we're rolling straight D20. And now you should be thinking about a race, but you should also. Every race comes with their own has their own special ability. So you make sure you check out the ability and see if it actually can combo with your class. I went half orc because relentless endurance. That means if he goes down, he's back up, and savage attacker. So when I hit a critical, I get another damage die, which is huge. So I went half orc fighter. And then I choose a fighting style. What way do I want to fight with this person? I want the great weapon fighting. I want that big weapon, and I want to be slamming it into people. Soldier background fits me perfect. And there you go. I will proceed. Let's just edit this person up a little bit. Just edit it. I think they look. And we're going to call them starter, because this is our starter character. We will proceed, and then. So we're in the game. Alright? We are in the game, and here is the menu. Now, let's have a look through here. So we have our character sheet here on the left. This is how much points we need for our next level. AC is 14. Now you're probably wondering why our AC is 14 is because of our armor. Or it would be 10 because of our dex there's no pluses to it. it's just straight 10. But because we have armor, it's straight to 14. Okay? And if you see down here, we have a long sword, which is plus 5, and it's 4 to 13. Now, the plus 5 is because of our strength is plus 3, and we have a proficiency bonus plus 2 because of our class. We are proficient in this type of weapon, which gives us a plus 2, and our strength is plus 3. So that's a plus 5 for even strength saving throws and attacking with this weapon. Any strength-based weapon, we will always get a plus 5. Now, proficiency grows. I'll have a list here at levels. Different levels will get a bit higher proficiency, and you can grow your strength throughout the game. Your damage is 1d10 plus 3. The plus 3 is from your strength. So it's 1d10. It rolls 1d10, and whatever it rolls, it will add 3 to it. So if it rolls a 10, it will add 3, and that 3 is from your strength. So you have a 17, which is plus 3, so that will add on to your weapon. That's the damage done now. So the higher that up, the higher more damage you're going to do. Hence the reason why you want a strong L. Let us go into our first ability check of the game. So investigation, and I see how it just says roll 1d20. And we get no pluses, no minuses, no nothing. It's because we have our intelligence on 10. We have no pluses to this roll. We have to roll a d20 and get over 10. And luckily enough, we got 10. Meets it, beats it in D&D. Now, there is magical items you can get that can increase your intelligence checks. You can boost your intelligence modifier if you'd like. But that's how usually it goes in D&D. Meets it, beats it. We have a baseline. We don't have no minuses, so we'll never have a minus in the roll. In this scene here, you see when they break... Oh, a success. And you're probably wondering, what the hell is that? What's success perception? But I didn't do anything. I didn't roll. You didn't roll. This is the DM rolling. So this is the narrator or the DM in the game rolling to see if your character notices something. It's called a passive perception. So our passive perception, I think, is 8. I think when it's on a 10. So we have a 10 modifier. So he rolls for us naturally, or he has a DC, a difficulty check, and decides if we pass or not. We have succeeded. This is this check here, perception, is all down to your wisdom, how wise you are, how in touch you are of looking around. And then you can see the next passive check is an arcana check, which is intelligence, which we fail. In D&D, you need to remember, and in Baldur's Gate, this is not, you need to get this concept of failing a check is the worst thing. It can actually make you for great scenarios. They've developed this game to have, even the CEO Sven has said that they've developed this game to have failures have more impactful fun than passes. So even if you fail, don't be like, oh, I need to reload. This could be an amazing opportunity. You could get magical items. You could get a different scenario and all. It's not like game over. It's not like that. It's just another route. It's just another string that you could go. Failing checks is not the end of the world. So here's our first lineup check. So dexterity, we have nothing. We have a +3 in strength, and we have nothing in investigation. So you really go for the highest, what your character is built for. I go for strength. My character is built for strength. Let's hope she... There you go. 15 plus 3 is 18. The difficulty was 10. We succeed. So let's go straight into this combat, and I'll explain how combat works. So you'll see all these numbers appearing over people's head. Initiative, minus 20, minus 19, 3, initiative 2. It's like, what the hell is going on? So your initiative is based off your dexterity, and it's automatically rolled. So we all roll the same initiative. So Star, Lazel, us, all roll the same initiative, which means we all go at the same time. Okay? So each turn in D&D is 6 seconds in real time. if you can get that in your head. So, you have an action economy in D&D. You have an action, bonus action, reaction, movement. Okay? So, action, bonus action, reaction, movement. Okay, I'm just going to attack with us. Us has a 90% chance of hitting. I'll get into why they have a 90% chance of hitting. Now, I'll go into Lae'zel. Lae'zel has her attack bonus here, as you can see, a +5 because of her strength. And she has a +3 with her bow because she's a 13 in dexterity. So I can reach that opponent. They have a 7 AC. So I have a +5 to my roll. That means I have to roll 2 or higher to hit this opponent when they do the auto roll. So when he runs up and when Lae'zel runs up and does the attack, it's 2. The only way they fail is if they roll a natural 1, and that's why it's 90%, because they have a +5 to the roll. Their AC is their armor class, which is 7. So they're very weak, easy to hit creatures. And that's how it's determined. It's by armor class and you rolling. You either roll a d20, everything is down to d20. So, you see. So we roll 95%. We roll easy hit, dead, instant. Okay?
Another fight. Let's go.
End turn. My characters go. Can't make it to it because my movement. Let's see. Always loot. Free in Baldur's Gate, it's free to loot. If I can't reach this person, I'm gonna try jump. No. If I can't reach this person, I'm going to dash. I'm going to use my action to dash to turn my action into another movement, so I get right up to this character. So I'm gonna go right behind this, so the other two can flank it. He's gonna hit me a critical miss, which means he rolled a 1 on a d20. If you can see here, critical miss. He cast it, and he critical miss. He rolled a natural 1. He is trying to beat my AC, which is 14, and couldn't because he rolled a natural 1. Critical miss. Get main attack. Let's go. And I miss, which is horrendous. I missed that attack. How the hell did I miss that attack? Huh? So I rolled a 1 +2. I rolled. So that's a critical miss as well. I rolled a 1 +2. +2 is 6. I rolled a 1. Wow. So don't. Just because it's 95% chance of hitting does not mean it will always hit. Welcome to D. That's the perfect example of D&D. So let's just go again. And then there we go, a critical hit. I went from a natural 1 to a natural 20, which is always happens in D&D. And you can see here, I've done so much damage actually. I did 24 damage to this imp at level 1, which is crazy. And you're probably wondering, how did he do so much damage from a critical hit? So in this game, if you roll a 20 to hit, you do critical damage. And critical damage is, you roll a natural 20, you double the dice. So I roll 1d10, I roll 2d10 instead. So in this time I rolled 2d10 and I got 14, so I got 2 7s, +3, which is 17. And then because I'm a half orc, I have Savage Attacker, which is I rolled another 1d10, which is +7, which made it 24. Crazy. That's why this character is built for attacking. 24 level 1 is crazy. So I'm looting this body, right? And you can see here that there's under where it says longsword and short sword. It has versatile, and this one has light and finesse. Versatile means I can carry. Versatile means I can carry a shield or another sword or something else in my other hand. But if I do that, the weapon damage goes down to 1d8. That's the drawback for me. Or you can two wield it and get the 1d10. Now, short swords, you can dual wield with another light. So you can actually dual wield 2 lights if you have 2 light swords. Finesse means you use your dexterity instead of your strength, which is huge if you want to make a dexty character. This is more based on rogues than anything else. If you want a hard hitter, you go strength, but you can get a dexy build like a rapier or short sword and go for that instead. So let's just look at Lae'zel. Okay, let's look at Lae'zel's character sheet and our character sheet. Noticing that our character has more HP than Lae'zel. Our character has 13 and Lae'zel has 12. Well, that's because we have a higher constitution than Lae'zel. We're at +3 and she's at a +2, which means she's 12 toward 13. Now, if you look here, our Electus is +5, but Lae'zel's strength and my strength are the same. So why is this? Does Lae'zel have a better athletics than us? Is it because she's a Githyanki? Nope. Githyanki do not give racial bonus for that. I was just wondering, and +1 to initiative. It's weird. So I went to look through her armor. No. Okay, it does not do. And if you look, it's Githyanki boots. Githyanki boots give her a +1 to her athletics. So her boots, so that's what I'm saying, when the magical items come into it, can boost past your strength and your proficiency. These are magical items where there are tons of magical items in this game that can boost your character to unbelievable boundaries. The maximum on in the ability score is supposed to be 20. I have a character with 22 strength, so it can be boosted a lot higher than it's supposed to. But yes, +1. So that's why her athletics is higher than my athletics. Is because she's wearing them boots. Now I could take them boots off her and put them on my character, and it would make my character more athletic. But we won't do that because Lae'zel's cool. So now we have Shadowheart on our team. Shadowheart is a cleric. She is, as you can see with the star on her yoke, she is a wisdom-based character. So you can see that she is brutal at strength and dex. Intelligence she's good at, and there is the wisdom. See how she thrives in that wisdom, insight, medicine, perception, all of it. She thrives in that because she's a 17 wisdom. Low charisma. She has minuses in charisma, and she has spells, which is another thing. So if you can see there, it says +5. It says +5, 13, and wisdom. Wisdom is her ability, where she gets most of her magic from. Beside that is her DC, which is 13, which is if she's trying to control someone has to be a 13. It's the DC 13, it's the difficult rating for her spells. So if she's trying to cast that on me, I have to roll a natural 13 because I have no plus to wisdom. Natural 13 to beat it. And then the +5, if she's trying to, same way I'm trying to hit with a sword, if she's trying to hit me with magic attack, she has +5 to that magic attack as well. So the same way the fighter works with a sword is the same. The fighter uses strength the same way as the cleric uses wisdom. It's the exact same way, it's just a different way of doing things. They have an extra thing, they have a difficult rating because they can mess up with your mind and stuff, something that a sword can't do. But it's basically nearly the same thing except for there's a spell DC instead. I hope it could be a bit confusing, but trust me, once you'll be like, oh yeah, my wisdom is +3, I'm proficient in this type of magic, +2, 5. Okay, that's how it's done. We come off the Not Light, and we're all headachy from falling. And then we have a level up. So, the level up screen. So, if you want to keep leveling up your character, you can go to 1 to 12 in straight fighter if you want. But you can actually multi-class into different classes, which I've seen a lot of people doing, and it can be broken. Don't multi-class, like, if you are building what I'm building and don't have high intelligence, don't go fight a wizard. Go fight a barbarian. Go fight a monk, if you'd like. But just go off your ability scores. You'll have a better time. Trust me, you'll hit harder, and you'll just have a better time playing the game. Trust. But that's how you multiclass, if you want to multiclass. That is it. And that is the fundamentals of D&D and Baldur's Gate. And if you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on. Hopefully I've explained the fundamentals of this game, and hopefully you understand the game a little bit better, because the game is brilliant and everyone should enjoy it. So go out there, guys, and get them parasites out of your bleeding brain.